We do this every year, so I'm rating every promo in NBA Live Mobile Season 9. Now, there's not as many as previous seasons because it was a bit shorter, and because of season celebration, which basically took a lot of promos out. So, yeah, Season 9 actually started like 7 months ago, like around November, I believe, because of some delays. But the first promo was Holly Hooper's, and it was a promo that isn't really a good format. Now, let me show you some of the players of this promo. Ludor was a part of this promo. DiVincenzo, all of this. This was like the Christmas type promo. Still have a lot of players from that promo, which is great. But, that promo, I couldn't get any of the Grandmasters because it was like a more pay-to-win promo format. So I'm gonna rate it a 6 out of 10. It was like the format where you get the players from packs and points and all that stuff, and you buy players and stuff like that. So, yeah. I don't know if I have the Grandmaster even. Let me check up. Because right now, like, maybe I've gotten it from some other, like, exchange packs or something. Since those have came out a lot, like trade upsets or something like that. But the Grandmaster was a lot of marketing in this promo. I do have a master. I believe Jalen Johnson was a master. Right here. Yeah, he was a master. So the first Grandmaster was already 87 overall, which is pretty high overall to start. We usually start with 85 overall, so that's great. And it sped it up a little. I do not have the Grandmaster of this promo, so that's Jalen Johnson, one of the masters. Then Hushed Hoopers is the next promo. It was a Cash and Coins promo. I'm rated 8 out of 10. I like Cash and Coins promo. You could get players free to play. I did not get the Grandmaster. After finding I do not have any players from this promo, so maybe it wasn't as good as I thought. But next we have the Feast of Heroes promo with the Grandmaster Trey Young. Now this one was also a side promo, live today side promo. I do have a Trey Young here, the master version, but it's a 6 out of 10 because I got it from a trade upset probably. So it wasn't really a good promo, I would say. I do not have the Grandmaster either. And then next, for the next promo, I have the Resolutions promo. The Resolution promo I rated a 9 out of 10. It was one of the better promos. I got a ton of masters from this promo. 86 overalls were the masters, I believe. Or 88 overall was the masters. Let me see if I have some of the 88 overalls. I do have a ton of the 86 overall masters though. So, yeah, I think I got a few of those, so I like this promo definitely. Actually, I think the masters were 86. Yeah, they were 88 or 86, but I have a ton of 86 versions. As you see, there was a player, Dylan Brooks, as I showed earlier. There's Anthony Davis, Steph Curry. They're all really great players right there. And there was also a Josh Hart and Kristaps Porzingis, who I'm sure I have Porzingis. Yeah, I have Porzingis. So I got a lot of them. And then New Year's, I like this promo a lot. I like this promo format for the New Year's promo. It is the one where you open packs to have a chance to get players, and then you unlock the next event. Stuff like that. I do have the Grandmaster right here. 88 overall. Russell Westbrook. Where is Russell Westbrook? I like the card art animation as well. And the art. So, yes. And then, after that, there is a promo that I want to talk about that was technically unreleased. It is, I forgot what it was called, but I have some players from it. So, it was the one with Stephen Curry as the Grandmaster. It was like 86 or something. Here, the kickoff promo. I'll rate it a 5 out of 10 because it was under wraps, but it was easy to get a player, and the promo format was new, but it was not released to most of the players. Only new players were able to get it. Then next, it was a new format. It was a Tricksters promo. The Tricksters promo with 89 overall LeBron James as the Grandmaster. However, I did not like this format because you weren't able to get the Grandmaster at all, basically. And it was like a format that it was really hard to get the players. I believe this format was only here for a few times, and then they did not use this format again. I do not have the Grandmaster LeBron James. I do not have any people from the Twisters promo. So right now the Resolutions promo was the best one. But next, I want to talk about the next promo, Zero Chill promo. Now this one was also a solid one. The Masters 87 overall with solid boost. See, I got the Rosen, Jalen Green, Aaron Gordon. And let's see if I got the Grandmaster. I don't know if I did. The Grandmaster should be 89 overall, I believe. But I don't think I got the Grandmaster. Yeah, I didn't get the Grandmaster for Zero Chill promo. But the next few promos are pretty good. 7 out of 10. Next few promo is the NBA X Anime promo. Now that's a 9 out of 10. This promo was introduced a new promo format where it's like a circle of events to play and you just trade in your players for your masters. The Grandmaster was a 90 overall, which is the first 90 overall we had. Giannis. Here is the Grandmaster Giannis. I like the card art as well. It was easy to get him. So that's why I say that was a pretty good promo. Now, Kevin Durant was the Grandmaster for the... sorry, keep coughing. For the Globetrotters game promo, which, I mean, it was a alright promo. It was a Live Today promo with the milestones. Lonzo Ball was the master of the promo. Now, I believe it was pretty solid, but I couldn't get KD. I'll rate it 8 out of 10. I think a lot of people got KD. It was a pretty easy promo. Then there was a Young Bloods promo. I am not going to lie. I don't think I have anyone from this promo, but it was with a lot of rookies right here. It was a Cash and Coins promo as well. There was a Donovan Clingan as the Grandmaster, 89 overall only. Also, Jared McCain. I do have a player from this promo. Here is Zach Edey, rated around 8 out of 10. Then there's the Year of the Snake promo. This promo was one of the first promos with a team boost Grandmaster, who was Miles Bridges. However, it was really hard to get these Grandmasters because this was one of the players in the Year of the Snake player, Spencer Dinwiddie. It was a pretty pay to win promo for the Live Today pay to win promos. You know, this was one of the trade-ins for Miles Bridges, the lower overall versions. And let me check it out if I have the Miles Bridges. I have an 88 version of Miles Bridges. Do I have the 90 overall version? I have an 89 overall version. Dang, I have every version basically except the 90 overall version. So, yeah, I rated a 7 out of 10. 6 out of 10 because it's not free to play. History Makers was the next promo, and that was a good promo. I got the Grandmaster Russell Westbrook out of it. Now, there was 2 Grandmasters, Wilt and Russell, but I only got one. I rated 8 out of 10. It was a pretty solid promo. A promo format that we usually have with the 2 sides. And then there was a Career Moves promo with a 90 overall D'Angelo Russell. Now, I believe I do not have that Russell, but alright, there was All-Star promo after this. This promo was good. I like the format of this promo. You could get the players free, and I believe I got some of these players right here. There was a Grandmaster 92 overall as well. And there was the Stephen Curry, who was Grandmaster of this promo, the 92 overall Stephen Curry right here. This was a great promo. I'm going to rate it a 10 out of 10. The first 10 out of 10. Masters include Giannis, LeBron, and the Grandmaster, of course, Stephen Curry, who was a card that I had on my team for a very long time. This Stephen Curry was the All-Star Grandmaster. He was the MVP of the game. Then Love at first dunk promo with a 91 overall. Kevin Love as the Grandmaster. Now, I don't have Love, I believe. I do not have him. Yeah, but this promo's card art was insane. I really like that card art. I do have some players from this promo, not Love, Kevin Love at least, but I have a Josh Hart from this promo. I like this card art, and I'll rate it a 8 out of 10. I could have gotten a Grandmaster. This was a new format as well, the puzzle piece format. So I like this. And then after that, we had the Chartbuster promo. Now, this promo wasn't as good because, I mean, it gave some really good Team Boost players, but not the Grandmaster. The Grandmaster was not free to play. But I could show you some players from this promo. So I rated like a 7 out of 10. You know, it wasn't like the best. But Jaren Jackson was one of the masters of this promo. And Jalen Green was another one. Solid players. High Rollers promo was the next one. Now the Grandmaster was Dame Lillard. 91 overall. I don't think I got him, but I like this promo format. 8 out of 10. I think I got some players from this promo, but not Dame. Because I think I didn't have enough time. And then this is going to be the last one because I'll do another parts. I'll do more parts of these type of promo, like reviews, I guess you would say. Yeah, Larry Marketer was a part of this promo. High Rollers player. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.